What's going on, YouTube? With everything going on, all the political craziness that's been happening, I've kind of been slacking hard on the financial content. So we're going to do a little Fed update today because we got Fed decision, some guidance, some outlook, and Powell coming out and talking. God, I'll never get used to this guy speaking, man. It's so boring to listen to him talk. He's got that perfect voice to just put you to sleep while you're talking, while he's giving you information that can honestly fucking wreck the entire U.S. economy. So it's kind of tough to, you gotta really focus in and try to listen to what he's saying. But the big point of the day, quarter point, 0.25 interest rate cut. Here come the cuts. We knew it was coming eventually. This was all expected, basically. We talked about it in videos in the past and stuff like that, but September was kind of, as the odds forever change, people kind of hone in on what the Fed says each month, and then they decide, hey, this is it. We think this is our best shot that we're gonna run into some cuts. Lo and behold, they're right. People that do this for a living, they got it correct. Who would have guessed? The Fed also kind of is coming out and giving us some guidance, saying they're going to get 2 more cuts before the end of the year is their expectation. So anticipate 2 more quarter point cuts by the end of the year. So we'll lose 0.75 off the interest rates. Is it a big thing? No, it's kind of what expectations were. The 3 was a little bit more than what was expected. I think the odds were for like 2.5. So people are unsure, obviously, but 2.5 cuts. And they said they're going to try to go for 3 depending on what happens. So that's good. We're headed in the right direction, depending on your outlook. So if you have a bunch of assets that go up in value when interest rates go down and money is cheaper and easier to obtain, good for you. I'll be preaching on this channel the whole time. Is basically the only way you win in these scenarios is assets that can beat inflation, basically, because as we start to lower these interest rates, I anticipate inflation going back up. The Fed says they think they can manage it. Time will tell. Time will tell a lot of things. That's the main point of the story here with the Fed, is basically just wait and see, wait and find out, hope for the best, I guess, because that's all we can really do. They're going to start cutting rates, and the real reason behind all of it is the labor market is starting to weaken. So we talked about it, I think, what was it? I want to say 2 weeks ago, but it might have been last week. That $900,000 job revision for last year that they just plopped on everybody. Powell says, and I don't have the exact quote, but basically, in air quotes, we expected that. They anticipated this, that 1 million jobs that weren't actually real, that they were going to be revised down. They anticipated that. All right, I guess so. I mean, if you say so, if that's what you expected, that's fine. The going sentiment I'm seeing on all the people I pay attention to, follow on YouTube, social media, things like that, about their decision is basically they're echoing Trump's little nickname he's given Powell, which is like too late Powell, where he's moving too slow. They think the Fed is moving too slowly, and obviously it's in their best interest to think that as well, because they're obviously finance people. They have a bunch of stock. They have a bunch of money in assets. They obviously want the money to get cheaper. Their assets go up in value. That's what it is. Sure, so take it with a grain of salt, but I think I tend to agree. I mean, we're seeing these huge job revisions come in. They're missing the mark wildly. Apparently not, according to them, they're not missing the mark because they expected it somehow. But overall, it seems like they're missing the mark. And we're gonna start seeing a rapid increase. I think rapid is all relative. Rapid increase, though, in terms of unemployment. In one of the videos I was watching, they made a point specifically about black employment and black unemployment and minority unemployment. That black unemployment's at like 7.5%, and minority unemployment's going up as well. And they said that's typically, they were quoting Bloomberg, they're saying typically that's a leading indicator of recession. Like, that normally only happens in recession. We talked about it in the past. The Fed normally is a reactive force. They start cutting rates when shit's getting bad. Is shit getting bad? I don't know. You tell me. You're watching this video. How do you feel about the economic situation right now? I feel okay about mine. It's been about the same for the last year and a half or whatever. We bought a house, so the bills increased. But other than that, I mean, nothing crazy. Inflation still. We got inflation stacking on crazy inflation that we just went through in the last 4 or 5 years during all after COVID. I mean, shit's not that sweet. They talk about retail saying basically who's spending money, if the money's still moving in the economy, and it still is. It looks good on paper, but I've seen more than one person that basically focuses in on financials only speak to the fact that the retail looks good because the rich keep getting richer in effect, and the wealthy spend a lot, are just spending and spending more and more money as their assets go up in value, while the bottom 50%, the bottom 70% fall behind and have to start pinching pennies to afford regular everyday life. So what's going to come of it? Don't know. We got a quarter point. We're going to get probably 2 more quarter points before the end of the year by December. Will that be good for the everyman, for the regular everyday person? Like I said, there's no way to predict this kind of stuff. It's just too big. Overall, I think it'll be, if they think they can manage inflation and they're correct, it'll be overall a good thing. Lower the interest rates, let people be able to buy some homes, maybe some stuff like that. Now, if inflation reignites and the interest rates go lower, we might just turn into this inflationary spiral that we just went through a little while ago. And it only compounds. It only gets worse since we already did it once. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I hope they're right that they can keep inflation down. Do I think they'll be able to do it? I do not know. Wait and see. We'll find out. If you got something out of the video, I'd appreciate it if you like it. Subscribe, come back. And like I said, the political stuff's been going crazy in the past week and a half since the whole assassination thing. So I'm going to make a separate video about that later tonight. But we had to talk Fed for a minute. So I'll catch you guys later on.